Good morning, everyone. Welcome along to the National Hockey Centre here in Glasgow for our next instalment from the Grandmasters European Cup. And we start off this morning with the game in the o65 European Cup as the Netherlands take on Scotland. Netherlands with a bright start to the competition with 7 points from their 3 played. And let's look at their side. Well, Martin Tendershata is the player to watch. 5 goals so far. Rudy Vesters with a couple as well. But they have been 3 scoring goals. Also another player with 5 goals is Leo van Borjijn. And the side that have been very much used to scoring goals in their 3 games, Jart Sluter is the captain. For the Scotland team, rather more different story in this competition, lacking with goals, but captain Jim Chisholm has got 1, as is Peter Robertson. The goalkeeper is Chris Kalman, and they're looking to put on a show for some of the early home crowd in. Their manager is Peter Burns. It's an absolutely beautiful morning in Glasgow, just hitting 9 o'clock. Sun is out for I think the first time for the WGMA Grandmasters we've seen so far. Could be wrong there, but I don't think so. Haven't seen the sun. Scotland in their traditional dark blue, royal blue to get us going here in this first game. We've got 5 games for you today on this main pitch and our live coverage. Thanks for joining us on Facebook and YouTube. I am Callum Patterson, your commentator. There's been some great local coverage and press already around, particularly from the English press, the British press, with the over 75 English side winning. So some great stories already this week. We'll look to have some more great action over the course of the next few days, all the way to Sunday and the final day. We're not even halfway through yet our action. Early Dutch possession down the channel is Karel Adamse. Adamse just running by out the line. Stuart Robertson with some early possession and some pressure, and he's giving it away here to Leo van Borjijn. Into the D it goes, and the lob over. Early statement of intent from the Netherlands here. Umpires for this one are Shai Dareen and Barry Anderson from England. And wriggling into the circle, come the Netherlands once more, and it was a great little run from the captain, Sluter. Played it across, and the effort on target, off target I should say, from Leo van Borjijn. Netherlands with their 7 points in 3 games. Scotland, this is only their third game, so have played a game less, have got 3 points. So the 2 goals so far from them in this competition. Got 3 points, which is decent for them. Free hits goal for the Dutch early on here. Now Van Loosbroek. Very much sticking around in that final third area of the Dutch, but they're going to have to come backward to try the next attack with Joos van der Berg. The cross for Karel Adamsi. And Vustov. Back to Adamsi. Wriggled up off the stick, but a turnover anyway. Nice ball this for Peter Robinson, linking it well with Stuart Robertson. But Dutch gets it back with Sluter and Rudy Vesters. And shouting. By making sure it's in the right spot. Scotland thought they were coming away with it, but flicked it back for the Netherlands to the far side. Into the circle it goes, still lobbing around. This is dicey stuff, almost worked out for the Dutch. Away came Jerry McBride with it. Some great skills by and shouted. Here's Vandenberg shouting. Giving away, and Scotland have a chance to break with Gordon Loudon, but on to the first opponent. Ed Niples. Good solo mission he was on, but Golden Bar held strong. Turn around and switch, and here is Peter Gordon. Space spotted here. Time as well. Graham Conkey's effort is stopped by the keeper Frank Jansen. Scotland didn't promising spot though, but they had to deal with a bit of Dutch pressure early on. Stuart Robertson trying to keep it in his path. Now a pace switch. Down the jar from Slutier. Jim Chisholm did well at the back for Scotland. Leisurely start, trying to get the ball in the right spot here from both sides, taking their time, quickly taken for Jan Schouten eventually. Rudy Vesters, space in the D, and clear away. Nice little bit of space found from the number 5 for the Dutch. Dempsey's ball is a poor one, and now a break here for Scotland. John Smith, Graham Conkey up front. Smith just been delayed a little bit. Ball slipped back for Gordon. 5 Dutch defenders back, still only 3 Scotland players forward, and well, they do have the free hit. Gordon for Stuart Robertson. It's just been whistled away by Joost Vandenberg. For Schouten, and ball was a nice idea. Couldn't find Van Bogerijn. Switch that on, pace out wide to Schouten. Thinking about the Howard blow in, and there is a goal for the Netherlands, scored by Leo van Bogerijn. 6 goals in the competition. It's been a very quick start for him in this tournament, and scoring another goal. And just under 4 minutes left in the quarter. It is 1-0. Dutch now try to menace forward, looking for a second goal in from Slutia. That goes up dangerously. Turnover for the Dutch. A lot of the goals coming for Bogerijn and for the Netherlands were in one game. In this competition early on in the group phase against Belgium, Dutch scored 12 goals and then scored 5 against Ireland. Again into good spot here on Spores, good running from Martin ten de Schatte. Dutch's draw came against England, 0-0 it was on Monday. We've eventually worked out it's a Dutch ball. Vesters across to the other side. Scotland come away with it though. And on a little chase and run away is John Smith looking. Oh! Oh, and unfortunate there for Graham Kilkey. Could have opened up possibilities for him, but nice little idea for the ball through from Smith. Spotted Kilkey in space towards the final third. And it's Britton Dodd. Scotland keep possession. Stuart Robertson. Scorer doing well to sweep it across for Slutit. Gap for Jan Chowton. Into the circle. Van Rogerheim behind. Central Scotland played the game less than the Dutch, but got a win against Ireland by a couple of goals to 1. But lost heavily against England, 4 goals to 0. Into the circle it flew. A bit too much pace from Ed Nichols as the quarter veers its way to an end. So the Dutch look the lead. Thanks to the man that has scored a few for them already, Neil van Bogerheim. And after the first 15 minutes here, the Netherlands have the lead by a goal to 0. Second quarter then, Netherlands with the lead after the first 15. Goal from Leo van Bogerheim in the 12th minute. Scotland did show signs that maybe in the break they could cause a problem or two, but Dutch certainly had more of an attack in play. Dutch with teams across pretty much every competition going here, including a couple of sides in the over 65 trophy competition, which we'll see one of those sides later on. The Netherlands Blue in the over 60, rather I should say the Netherlands TT. That's in the over 60s trophy competition, but we've got another one of the Dutch sides with the Netherlands against Scotland in the over 60s European Cup as well to come later in the day. It's a busy lineup, 5 games, 4 of them with commentary. Netherlands against Scotland here, and then afterwards England against Scotland in the over 70s European Cup. The game midday in the trophy over 65 is Southern Cross against LX Red. You will watch that one. We will have a break from commentary, and then our 2 afternoon commentary games are Netherlands against Scotland, as I mentioned, in the over 60s European Cup, and then the tournament trophy Netherlands TT against the Welsh Dragons with the Dragons. Certainly something to play for, a bit of pride as well after, as I remember their side taking L during the game the other day. Good news here that he is on the mend. And the Dutch have scored a second here. What a ball in that was, and a second goal for Leo van Buggerheijn within 2 minutes of the second quarter. And what a start for him to this game. That's not the start to the quarter Scotland were after, as the Dutch look to try and make it 10 points from a possible 12 here from their 4 games played. Certainly would be a bit of an improvement, obviously slight expansion to the competition for the over 65s like the Scotland featuring, which they didn't 2015, and that's been lost here for Ten de Shatter. Just about rescue, but here is shouting, turning and twisting, and will Scotland get away with that just? Pulls for that slit here. Hands loose off for now. Pulls once more off the legs, but they'll try and carry on, but there will be a turnover. Frank Verveyen down towards the end to Shatter. Good link up, brilliant goal. And the Dutch have 3 inside the first 20 minutes of the contest. And the captain is scoring once more for his side. He has done in the past, but getting underway and going in this competition with a goal. They've absolutely upped it, haven't they, in this second quarter. No respite for the Scottish defence this time around. And here comes the next attack forward for Tender Shatter. Not skipping a bubble. Dunbar. Vesters turn for Sutter. Great skills. Oh, and it's came back. And Jan Shoughton's effort is good save in the end from Chris Calman. Keeps it to 3 for now. And Naples though quickly with Vesters in space. Naples once more. And Bogerheim. It's going to be a penalty corner. First one of the game to the Netherlands. So, Dutch with this first penalty corner of the game, trapped by Van den Berg. And when that plan didn't really work out, a bit of amusement there for Vesters. And he's on the left of the centre there in the D2. Mobbed from Hans Wusthoff. Vester trying to get away. Gets the free hit. Vester's doing well, trying to find Van Bogerheim. That arm out goes the other way. I'd say in this competition, maybe if you're a local, want to go and check it out in the over 65s European Cup at the Clydesdale pitch from 10:30. There's 2 games in this competition: England against Wales, Ireland taking Germany. Down tight in that corner, Stuart Robertson and Jim Bater trying to help each other to get it away. There is Robertson again. Always a tight spot. And Wusterhoff across. Vesters. Oh! Nearly got a sneaky little touch in. Ned Nivels was just sneaking in at the last minute. I was about to say that's easily just going to go in. No one's going to touch, and then all of a sudden the Roadrunner came in on the baseline to nearly dot it in for a goal. Everyone groaned at that. Scotland ball forward to was the only player up there, and Colin Gallagher. See, Scotland didn't take part in the 2015 tournament, so they do have one win on the board, which was pretty good. But under all sorts of pressure again, Naipaul's in. Tender Shatter just behind Naipaul's, but it's going to be a penalty corner. Just under 5 minutes left, 4.5 minutes left of this second quarter. Hans Wusthoff heading down to take the injection here. The first penalty corner wasn't the best we've ever seen from the Dutch. We shall see if they can do something a bit better here this time around. Stopped by Vandenberg again, and the effort goes by Rui Westers well by in the end. Nothing really troubling the Scottish defenders that were in the goal there. Naipaul's on a great run here. He's going to engineer some space into the circle. Keeps on going. Jim Bate just dots away and support that out in the corner. Stuart Robertson needed a bit of a breather, I think. Just so much defending and pressure from the Scottish side in this second quarter. Great run forward this. That's sensational from the captain. Did everything he could, but no one in the goal line could tap it in. I think Martin Tender Shatter was the closest that could have got there. I'll try again with Sluter, but stopped it momentarily the attack. Frank Ryan is across there too. Right, come off Sluter's foot while they've got the ball, Scotland. By Peter Gordon. A great ball. Big Turner on the chase. Turn from Gordon. And they're running to a Dutch defender. 2 minutes left until half time. And Bogerheim. Down the channel towards Hans Boers. Not quite wriggling through as they were wanting, but just trying different things out now. They have a decent cushion. Walter Naipaul's taken out. No, it was just an accidental coming together, which is a turnover possession. A sore one for Jim Chisholm, the captain for Scotland. 2. Both will get shake it off. Hand up from the captain, Jim Chisholm. He's alright, he's had his porridge this morning. And ready to get the game restarted just into the final 60 seconds. And then there'll be a bit of a half-time team talk, which He struggles to see how Scotland can try and engineer some attacks from their position of 3-0 down. Can they maybe just disrupt the one-way traffic that we've seen in this second quarter? Westers through the middle it goes. Nipel's there as the scorer, and Boggerhine. Westers back in. That goes by the baseline. That might well be that as the clock trickles away down to the final few seconds. So 2 goals in this first couple of quarters from Leo van Boggerhine in the 12th and 17th minutes, and then Jart Slutter, the captain, scoring in the 20th minute, sees the half-time break, and the Netherlands look like they may be heading on to 10 points on the table as they have a 3-0 lead against Scotland. Welcome back. We are ready to go for the third quarter. We've had a half-time break.
Let's go, Scotland!
And the Netherlands with a big cushion. Thanks to 2 goals from Leo van Boggerheijn and a goal from captain Jart Slutier. Means they're in a comfortable position to continue their stay at the top of the table in this competition, the over 65s European Cup. Turner trying to disrupt that, but comes with the Moody Vesters. Pulls with pass across and then further pass to Slutier. To the circuit goes looking for Lusbrook. Turnover for Scotland, and here comes Doug Turner. Trying to wriggle through the gap was Colin Gallagher. Stolen and taken real pace, and look at this from the captain. Slutier across, rolled in. I think that was Rob Boone. It's just featured onto the field for this third quarter, but all set up by the great run from the captain. Scoring and now setting up. So early quarter goal once more for the Dutch to stretch their legs even more. Peter Gordon will try his best to get forward, but taking the Hans Beers. Here it is towards scorer Boone. Penalty corner. Here the sticks coming in. And in the end, penalty corner given to the Dutch for the first one for this quarter. A little change up, I think, of injecting investors to take now for Netherlands. Michaels is there, it's flung for Slutier. It's saved away. Still alive though for the Netherlands. Here's in for Vesters. And Slutier lifts it and scores. Despite the best efforts of Chris Kalman. Came back to the mark to get his second goal of the day. Just had to lob it over. And it's number 5. turn here. Across the baseline it comes. Carmen just about putting enough on, I think, just to put the pressure in. Vera's trying to hit it across, a sore one. Gordon Loudon was right in front. It's an extra sore one when you get something like that and you get pained, but you still concede the free hit. And just going to take a moment or two just to make sure everything's alright, so they'll bring on someone else for him. But the Dutch do have the ball. Sitter. Esters. Van Eycken further out wide. Naples gets it back. Meesters to Van Denberg. Look at this for a burst of pace. Umpire says it's going to be a turnover possession, so despite the roving run into the D. Could be stolen again here, and Captain once more. Here's Vesters. Oh, just balled up his foot. So here doing so well. Another chance for Robertson to wriggle room himself into the D. Keeper comes out. Stuart Robertson's great stuff, but not quite the support there. Boone trying to wriggle in and behind. Just the ball squeezing away. Just over 5 minutes left of this third quarter. Netherlands with a 5-star performance so far. Let's see it. Find support out wide. And Naples trying to be the link player. Oh, look at this. It was great running from Naples in the penalty corner, couldn't quite find his teammate in Van Lozenbroek. Penalty corner signalled and given. Rudy Vesters to inject here. And it goes for Slutier across. And it is another goal, and Ninepoles, I think, deserving that. Don't think it took another touch off a teammate. It came off a defender. And the Dutch are on to the sensational 6. Here's the next wave. Slutier. Free hit on the edge of the D. Van Ekeren gets it back. And Scotland comes back to them. I think it might have been Rob Boone. It just triggered up off his foot. He's certainly a bit annoyed with his feet. Their fault. Vesters pinching that back up. High balls. And it's going to be a hat trick. No, it's not. Oh, Slutier. Pressure still piling on Van Ekeren. Switching it wide. My Paul will just rove in once more. Tee up on someone else. It's number 7. And just cut to shreds. But wonderful from the Dutch. Second goal there for Rob Boone. Umpires are just going to have a quick chat to English umpires. Just checking about a foot. Maybe in there, but no, it has been given. Vesters try to sneak it by 2 or 3 defenders, but Scotland have it. 90 seconds left of the quarter. It's not a Scottish ball, despite the attempt to try and get play going. Coming together. This is going to see a green card for Jim Bates. Stinks. Coming together. And the umpire signal penalty corner as well. Don't know if it's intentional, but a couple of minutes he'll go for it. .40 seconds left. Vesters with injection. Slutier across. Nice one too. I was hesitating with that because it just wasn't quite the best pass back in the 1-2, but almost worked its way through. But well, remain 7 as that goes out of play. And Chisholm's playing big that, but they need to be quick. That's to get this into the circle. Final 10 seconds here for Rudy Westers. And last hits from Chisholm. End of the quarter, and goals continuing to fly in for the Netherlands in this quarter. Boone with a couple, Sluttier with his second, Nijpels with a goal. It's all looking good for them at the moment. With 15 to play, they have a 7-0 lead. And we're back underway then for this final quarter. Ireland with a big lead. And it is pretty secure, the win. Scotland struggled to make much headway, particularly after the first quarter. They had one or two glimpses. Ball flung in here for another one, is it? Saved on the line. Westers. Flung it to the other side. Van Ekeren. Cross from Beurs. It's a Scotland ball. Thanks to the guys in the gallery just double checking. Giving Rob Boone less credit there. The goal, the 6-0 goal, thought it was Ed Nijpels just racing in behind, but the touch came in at the last from Rob Boone. So the 6th goal and the 7th goal are Boone's goal. So he got himself a third quarter hat trick And Edinburgh has certainly been delivering and setting up one or two of the goals, so maybe deserving of one. They might still get one, but correction there on the sixth goal. So Rob Boone happy, even happier with his day's work because he has got a hat trick in that third quarter. Part of a blitz really after the 3 in the first 2 quarters. Dutch got 4 in the third. We've got plenty of the Dutch in action on our main pitch in our coverage today. The Netherlands against Scotland in the over-60s European Cup Group B game at 1:30. And the Netherlands TT side and the Welsh Dragons in the over-60s tournament trophy at 3 o'clock. Slotier's ball, a little layoff here for Bears. Scotland ball though. Scotland very heavy in our coverage as well today. England, Scotland next in the over-70s European Cup. 5 games on pitch 1, 4 commentaries. Another action-packed day across Glasgow. Matches across all 4 venues. 5 games in both pitches here and at Clydesdale, 4 at the University of Strathclyde. Here's Sluter across with space on the far side. Carl Adamsi. Subsequent pass never came to anything. Here's forward. Van Olsenbroek backwards for Slutier again. Here's shouting across. Carol Adamsi linking up. Far more calm here, the Dutch now. They know they are in firm control. Just pinched for there by Scotland. It's only brief as Pearce got the advantage, but another umpire saying that it came off a Dutch foot, so a turnover. Pinched and Boggerheim back on. Scotland's brief headway comes to an end as we've got just under 9 minutes left in this first game here of the day on pitch 1 at the National Hockey Centre here in Glasgow. That's Slutier for Dan Chowton. Irvine across for Burrs. Back to Slutier. Time. And taken out. I bet. Umpire just going to chat over the decision here. I think Jim Beat was green carded in the third quarter. Looks like he'll just be prepared to score, nothing of intent deemed. And Vustov to inject here for the Dutch. Slutia. And it's wriggled in. And the captain gets his hat trick. And the Dutch are on to number 8. Almost felt a bit like slow motion came to him and had his time to set himself up to fire. And the deflection bounced it into the roof of the net. Nice run in this, and the ball for Bears is just chuckling wide of the goal. One-way traffic this game's been. Hans Wusthoff to Van Schouten. And Morgenheim trying to wriggle away, but Scotland get the ball back. The Dutch will be very much surpassing the total of 2015 this European Cup. However, more teams involved in this competition, but Dutch finished third in the group in 2015 and 7 points behind Germany with 12 and England with 15. Real testament that the 0-0 draw against England, the Dutch, obviously the holders. It's good work there, Mr. Van Morgenheim, and arms out for another penalty corner for the Netherlands. 5 to play. So it comes once more, and Losbrook, and then the attempted ball across, not quite as intended. I think tried to stay on his feet more than anything. A little bit slippy. Taken back though by Nijpels Van Lussenbroek, and it's another penalty corner against Scotland. Pushed off in for Van Lussenbroek. Different idea, which is half played. Once more. And Spurs trying to turn. And shouting. Play on, says the umpires as here comes Gordon. That'll go for Scotland would be nice, but they've not really threatened too often since the first quarter, really. But they had one or two glimpses that they could pose a threat. Done from shouting past Smith. Penalty corner. And they're racking them up as the game gets closer to its conclusion, but as the quarter goes on, more and more penalty corners coming here for the Netherlands. And Hans burst off to inject once more. Nijpels and it's laid out by. There's a one corner to go touch off the Scots last. Nijpels for shouting. Opening the space up. Took too long and Bate did enough to put him off, turnover. Turn from Nijpels into the circle once more. Pressure keeps coming. That's a wonderful effort and goal. Wonderful save. Burrs with the effort. Calming. That's had several saves to make of highest quality. I might be saying something when it's 8-0, but certainly has kept the score down a few more. Nijpels once more. Challenge is in from Stuart Robertson and a turnover. Last couple of minutes here, Scotland looking, can they just break out and maybe create one chance for themselves just to put a bit of life into their side of the scoreboard. Happy just to get a possession. Beatdown was thinking of something direct for Duke Turner. Way in across for Nijpels again. Was it going to slide through Van Bogerheim? It was something a bit more extravagant. Trying to loft it in. Just skiffing over the roof of the goal. Now the Dutch have been dominant for the course of the game and have been impressive. They are looking to take the fight in this competition after, well, they got drawn against England, remember, who are the holders in a good spot in this pool. Will be 3 wins and a draw for the Dutch, as they have won by 8 goals to 0. Hat-trick each for Jars Sluiter and Rob Boone. A couple of goals for Leo van Bogerijn. The difference between the two sides pretty vast in the end, but the Dutch will be happy with how their tournament is progressing in the over 65 European Cup. Netherlands 8, Scotland 0. We'll leave you for the moment with some of the best bits from the game, and we'll be back in a little while with our next game right here on the main pitch at the National Hockey Centre in Glasgow. It's in the over 70s European Cup as England take on Scotland. We'll see you very shortly.